we're gonna watch the intro to this game.
Oh, excellent.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. King's Quest 6.
King's Quest 6.
Yeah.
Also written by
Listen to this.
Roberta Williams and Jane Jensen, apparently, and directed by both of them. And
Yes,
some
it
guy.
is
Yeah.
their great collaboration, and that is usually why it's considered. Usually, it's considered the best of the King's Quest, and it's usually in the running for the best games of the studio.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so I've never played it. I've always wanted to, but I kind of missed the train on it. Have you guys played it?
I have,
yes,
but it's been a minute.
I've played
obviously.
and beaten it, but it's been a long, 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 long time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't remember anything. I've lived a life.
Between then and
last
now.
time.
Quite a life.
Right.
I will
mean,
say that I recall that the reason it stands out compared to every other King's Quest is it has a shocking amount of branching narrative. Enormous amounts of the game are optional. There are two major paths to the ending, one happy, one sad. And even within that, there are tons of little optional things you can do or not do throughout the game that affect how good the ending is.
Whoa, cool. All right, let's do this. Let's dive in. We'll see you after the intro, everybody.
Okay, it's working.
Woohoo.
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cosima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
big round chandeliers.
This
from which to
was...
swing you from.
No, nobody'd ever seen anything like this in
This was some
1992.
This was some CGI.
And then the mirror.
This was some amazing
Mirror.
CGI at that time. Yeah.
The mirror. And the flame. It looked so real.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Ah, the most beautiful
Oh.
maiden of them all.
Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here.
Cosima! Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
See, I do have a girlfriend.
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cosima. She was in the mirror.
In the
From England.
mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars outside her window. I can navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
3 long months Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond.
And beyond. And I fixed my sound.
Oh, good.
issue. I knew what it was.
Everybody can hear now. It's so amazing.
It's amazing when we
Yeah,
have
though,
that.
though you guys, especially Heather, are a little quiet compared to the game audio.
You know, there's nothing we can do about that.
There's nothing we can do about it.
I think so. I heard the game audio.
The birds, the birds.
And there's game audio right now.
Mm-hmm.
The birds.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, so you can't hear the game audio, right? The music?
I did it. Now it went away.
Oh.
Man,
It might just be
But
the
that is-
music. It might just be the music.
It's just the world. It's just the world. I can hear it when I switched over to the speakers.
Look at that polygon count.
I know.
Are those VGA texture maps?
This opening sequence is so luxurious for the time.
Yeah, they're just really showing off. Yep, it sort of looks like a real ship in 3D.
Yeah. I remember that telescope. I remember seeing that telescope and being like, man, I gotta play that game. It almost looks like a real ship. Hey, Mr. Dave, welcome. We love old school King's Quest gaming too. Got them all in their big boxes, Mr. Dave did. The box on this was the most beautiful box. It was the most beautiful box.
Oh yeah.
Land ho! Land ho! Land ho!
Land ho. Oh, he's got a whole little crew.
Oh yeah. I
And-
forgot he actually had a crew.
He's got a Smee on board. A Shmee. Hours pass. Ah, but this is more Twelfth Night than it is Midsummer, yeah? If I remember correctly.
Midsummer. This is the
This is-
Tempest.
Tempest. Twelfth Night's got like a washed up ship too, right? Doesn't it? But you're right,
And
this is the Tempest. This is the Tempest. As the ship nears the shore, day turns to night and the sea turns violent, just like in Shakespeare's The Tempest.
Uh-huh.
It's getting ominous.
Oh man. Oh, look at those polygons. Whoa.
Look, the water. It reflects the light.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Dave, because we might need your help with some of these puzzles. We might. Mr. Dave got the big hint book. What's going on?
And
Is
game
that-
over already? Dang,
that-
those CR games are brutal.
Did it crash? Did it crash? I can't.
Yeah, it sank.
The ship sank. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and it was a freeze frame. I thought the game crashed.
No. No, not the
Woo.
game.
Roberta and Jane. Also Robert and William. Good job, fellas. But mostly Roberta and Jane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop.
All right. So, I don't know how long these credits go, but.
I do not. And that's right, Jane Denson did the dialogue on this one, unlike when it's usually Roberta.
Ah, okay. I like that we're doing this one directly after Gabriel Knight because it's
Yeah.
got that. It's got that.
You gotta love back then that this few programmers could make a game.
Now, Mr. Dave, is the Odd Gentleman version of King's Quest, is that the one with Christopher Lloyd?
Alexander
Oh.
awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here. Then, he does remember. The shipwreck, the sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Devontree.
Yeah, it's a little bit 12th Night too. All right, here we are.
Exactly.
We're in the game. We're in the
The
game.
game!
I gotta save before I die.
That's true, it's a Sierra game.
Oh, it looks like I have one. I did start this game just barely. Okay, so Kevin, let me give you control. Let's go! This is a classic. Hey, thanks for joining WK Roth, if that's how you say it. Thanks for being here. I have never played this game before, but both Kevin and Heather have, like, years and years ago, and remember
Like
nothing.
20 years ago. Well, not nothing. Like, I do know
Yeah.
what to do on this screen.
Okay, perfect. We like to be a little meticulous about these games and click on everything. We're pixel hunters over here, so strap in, everybody, as I give Kevin the reins, as they say.
Oh, I did not mean to
The
go out there.
ocean
There
is
we
not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs.
Oh,
Oh, dang. Okay, it
probably
didn't
don't
kill
want to go in the
me.
ocean.
It's kinder than that. That's weird. It's not actually going where I click. Something weird is going on.
Oh, more weirdness.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
not letting you. Is it
well,
not letting you?
I have control, but where I'm clicking is not where I actually go.
The underwater before
We got overstand.
We won!
We won the game. So this is ending number one.
Yay!
floats to the surface for the third and last time. He finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
Cool.
Undertow.
Uh,
Oh,
Undertow
look
will
at this.
get you.
We're gonna see this a lot.
Nothing like getting swept off your feet.
So
You
you
got
can.
in hell.
So it's not working, Kevin.
Poor
It's not working.
guy.
Well, like, it's like
It's.
I
it-
click, and
I-
then where I actually go is not the same mouse.
I am
location.
only seeing you skirt the edges of the screen. So that's weird. Like I'm only
Yeah,
seeing you
'cause
skirt the edges of
I
the.
have like, it's like I have your cursor, but then I have my native cursor too. It's
Okay,
very
well,
weird.
I don't think your
This
native.
has worked before.
This has worked before, but there's a lot that's not working this time. That's worked before, so I'm guessing this is one of those things, and I will take over for the moment.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm happy to direct you.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah.
So I'm moving it now, but
Okay.
but
Alright, you're moving it now.
yeah.
A long plank lies on the beach. No doubt it once belonged to Alexander's ship.
No doubt.
The ocean appears calm, but there's a dimpling pattern to the surface which indicates an undertow. The ocean appears calm. Alexander is standing on a beach littered with debris from his shipwreck. A path leads north into the lush
You're not
green
hearing any
island.
echo, right?
An occasional
My
breeze
speakers.
rustles
Okay,
the
cool.
nearby foliage.
Oh.
There are two
Rocks
things to do on
abound
this
on this- the
screen.
island
See
is
that
co-
little glinty thing on the beach there?
No. Oh, yes. Nice. What if I look
Oh
at it?
my
Alexander's
God, I
royal
have to
insignia
make the
ring
screen
lies
way
abandoned
bigger
on the sand.
in order to see
Alexander's
that. Jesus, I have to
The
go full
beach is
screen.
covered with.
But I can take it.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Oh. My
The other
royal
thing is-
insignia.
The other thing is move the plank.
Uh-huh. Let's move that plank.
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
See, it's either the rock or the plank.
And another shiny thing.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
Money.
Money. Okay, so that's it
Yes.
for this screen.
I think that's all you can do here.
All right. And I shouldn't walk out and
Drown in the ocean.
drown in the ocean again?
No, but
Mr. Dave-
maybe next time.
Mr. Dave. That was Mr. Dave messing with my mouse control, apparently. How did you do that from across Twitch?
I know.
Some people
All
just
right.
know how
A
things...
hollow in the trunk of the old tree forms a perfect nesting place for wildlife.
Mm-hmm. I bet there's some wildlife.
A grand old tree stretches its luxurious limbs out over the crossroads.
I think that this is how I used to write all of my English fiction papers when I was in middle school. A large tree expands its glorious leaves.
A fun fact, the voice of Alexander, the voice actor, is the same voice as the Beast in Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
No, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
man.
really.
I meant to look up if there are any voice actors of note in this.
There are several, but that's probably the most of its time.
You know what sucks? It looks like we can't turn on both captions and voiceover.
Lame.
That's kind of... Dang, that's too bad.
Dog
So
is
you have to have
barking
one
at
or the
something.
other because it's a really old game.
In the
Yeah.
distance, a majestic
Accessibility.
It's okay.
sun.
Was
In
it?
the distance, a majestic castle shone.
A majestic
To the
castle.
left, a
Majestic
small
castle.
village seems
See,
to
it's
invite
lots
the
of
weary
adjectives
traveler.
and adverbs that you could just look up in a thesaurus when you didn't know how to say big and pretty.
Should I look in this hole?
I can't remember, but yeah, check.
Alexander examines the tree's hollow, but finds nothing of interest.
Nothing yet. Okay.
Yeah, it may do something
What's in
at
that
some
hole
point.
there?
Hello?
Nothing.
Is anyone in there?
There is no reply from the hollow in the tree.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. There's
So,
something
at some point, probably.
in that. What's behind in that hole in the rock?
Oh, is that a hole in the rock, or is that just a shadow?
Rocks abound on this lush
God
volcanic
dang it! I'm
isle.
obsessed with the rock.
What about that rock?
Rocks abound.
Oh,
I
there-
mean,
Alexander has no need to
we
carry
don't
around
respect
large
geology nearly enough.
rocks. Alexander has no need to.
Okay, no need for
He
the
has
no
no
need for the
need,
rocks.
Mike.
Yeah, but what about geology?
So there's the
What do you-
town on the left, though.
Yeah.
And a
I
castle
think
on
we
the
need
right.
to do the town first.
I can't remember if it matters which one you do first.
We
I'm-
might have a pie. In
I'm
the
assuming
town.
that.
The chances of getting a pie
Oh.
is stronger in the town.
Okay, is that our secret mission? Let's go where pies might be. I like that.
I mean, Casima the princess is probably in the castle, but
This is just how I play. But then you're gonna go to the castle,
And you're not going to be able to get in. Yeah,
you
you're not going to
need
be able
a
to
they're
get
gonna
in.
be like, you need a
made
pie
out
to
of
get in.
diamonds, and the only way you could get that is from the merchant from the town, but he's only there between the hours of 1 a.m. and 6 a.m.
All right, we're going to the town.
Fine, we'll check the town. up
Mike's like,
first.
this is not what it said in my thing.
The guide says do the
second.
other one.
An old beggar is peddling his wares in the
That's
village.
me.
He offers
No,
a
it's me.
variety of lamps, all neatly lined
Lamps.
on a long
I love
pole.
lamps.
Where are we? Are we like in
Old
Morocco?
lamps for new. Old
Nude lamps.
for new.
Old lamps for new, he says.
Well,
The
we gotta
sign
find an
says
old
pawn
lamp.
shop.
Well,
The
I don't
sign
see any
above the door
pie,
says,
so we
"Ollie's
could go
Books."
back to the castle.
Should I explore this further reaches of the town?
I mean, there's a couple
For
more
new.
screens down
Well,
that
of course,
Old
but
lamps
I feel
for
like I
new.
feel like
The
people
village
want to go to the
continues
castle.
north
What
through a
does the
key-shaped
chat want us
arch.
to do?
To the castle! To the castle real quick. We'll come back to the town. I do feel like the castle's gonna get us to block
Old lamps.
more
Yeah, we
easily. Like, well... How can I not... Okay.
I do think there are several things you can't do in the town until you go to the castle.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
sure.
Okay. Okay.
Kevin, you might have to open the door down there for the animal
That is
to
true.
get in there with you, because he's going
He's-
nuts.
I know.
And it's easier for you than for I.
All right, pause 1 second.
We have to do a dog, because there's dogs at the gate.
There's dogs at the
We
gate.
have dogs.
Look, there's dogs at the gate.
I
Two
know.
guards
There's
take
dogs
their
at the
stance
gate.
in front of the castle
They're the
doors.
guard dogs.
They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of
right.
soldiers on formal duty.
They're hellhounds.
Two guards take.
Oh,
Alexander politely addresses the odd-looking guards at the castle doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament.
Good day to you, guards. I was cast upon this island in a storm, and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is and who lives in this castle?
Hey, what is that you say? A castaway? A likely story. We haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
mm.
Don't be so rude, Gruff. He's not asking for any secrets.
Is that Rough
You're
and Gruff?
standing on the Isle of the Crown, lad, and this
you
is
about
the
to sing?
Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here.
Oh,
Rather, what's left of the royal family.
What's left?
The Isle of the Crown. But tell me, am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
This is the land of the Green Isles. The Isle
You
of the
dumb
Clown
dumb.
is the main island, foolish boy.
Foolish boy.
Then Princess Cassima must live in this very castle.
Aye, the princess is indeed our treasured jewel to guard, and we consider it an honor.
Well,
All right.
Excuse me, guardsman. Guard dogs.
maybe you have a
Mhm.
I've
bone.
been traveling for months to see Princess Cassima. I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
Hmm.
I
about-
really must see the princess. Could I speak
Wow.
with someone in charge?
Persistence. Is this
Mhm.
Who
persistence
are
play?
you that
Mhm.
I should bother Captain Saladin? Huh?
Captain
God.
Saladin.
My name is Alexander.
My name
I am a prince of Daventry and a friend of the princess.
is...
A prince, is it? I see. Yeah, and I am lord of this dusty path. Step aside. You'll not be getting into this castle without some proof of your claims.
Show him the ring.
I was gonna do it. Give me a second.
All right, all right.
Yeah, and a bone. Do you have a bone?
Oh, I don't have any
Alexander
bones
decides
yet.
to try his royal
No
insignia
bone.
ring on the guards. With all of his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible proof of his identity that he can think of.
Very 12th night.
Perhaps this ring will convince you of my identity. It is the royal
Identity?
insignia ring of Daventry.
Ha! I'm
Wow.
sure. Just let me take a look at that ring.
Well, I'm sorry, Your Highness. It's just that princes are so uncommon in these parts. Let me get Captain Saladin.
Well, that was easy.
All right, we did it. Great.
That wasn't that easy. I mean, you gotta, like, talk and talk and talk.
Yeah, I had to be persistent.
much
Oh,
Turns a moment later with a majestic-looking creature.
majestic.
Captain Saladin speaks with a voice that is gentle.
Is he a
but
terrier?
reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander of Daventry, I presume. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country, but I'm sure Wazir
He's a
Al-Hazred will
border
want to
collie.
meet you.
Border
if
collie,
indeed
that's it.
you are a friend of the
Get
princess.
it? Border.
Ha.
Border. Get it?
Please, follow me.
That's legendary voice actor Tony J.
I was gonna ask. That guy sounds familiar. Yeah.
Well, he's Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Lord
Ah.
Al-Hazred, a visitor to see you. Prince Alexander of Daventry.
What is it that you seek, Prince Alexander?
Pardon the intrusion, my lord, but I came to see Princess Cassima. Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment under an evil wizard named
Remember? Remember?
The same wizard
King's
that
Quest
kidnapped
V?
the princess?
Hmm.
Exactly. When my father rescued us, he also liberated Cassima and sent her home.
Then your father has my gratitude, and that of the entire kingdom. But I'm afraid I still fail to see the purpose of your visit.
What?
Well,
I came to make sure that Cassima arrived safely and to pay my respects. Before we parted, she gave me an invitation to visit.
I have no doubt she did exactly that at the time, Prince Alexander. However, things have greatly changed for Cassima since her ordeal in Mordak's castle. Cassima's parents both became ill and died while she was gone.
Hey.
Cassima is sequestered in mourning for them as befits a princess. She is not receiving visitors of any kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate. You see, it is time for Cassima to take her responsibilities seriously. With her parents gone, she no longer has the luxury to be a carefree maiden. As was her parents' wish, Cassima and I are to be wed.
What?
We shall rule the kingdom together. I
No.
assure you, our marriage is all Cassima wants now.
this is
As a prince
legit.
and a gentleman, it would be
Hey.
best that you leave
Thanks for the
before
follow,
there is any
Juffa.
further
What?
embarrassment.
I see. I suppose that I was
I
mistaken.
see.
I thought for certain that Cassima... Well, I apologize.
A young man sees what he wishes to see. I'm sorry you've wasted your time traveling to the land of the Green Isles. May
Oh,
your
game
journey
over.
home be
Yeah,
swift.
ending number 2.
Perhaps I will
Yes,
take the
because
opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here.
never mind.
I would advise against that. The kingdom is
Yeah.
rather, shall we say, inhospitable these days. But it is your neck. You may risk it if you please.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Saladin will escort you from the castle. Good day.
Yep.
Okay, Jafar.
That's right. That's right, Joffo. We won already by
It's
not
the exact same year as that movie, this game.
by not getting
Have
started.
your hearing with Wizir al-Hazred. I trust you'll respect his wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again. Good day, my lord.
Dang it.
Captain
Well,
Saladin whispers something to the guard dogs at the castle gate, and they nod with understanding.
Don't ever let him come back again. Unless he
Alexander
has a
feeling
pie.
They won't be letting him into the castle again.
Okay. So we need to
From the
find a
village.
pie. So we need to find a
From the
pie.
village.
All right, one moment.
Did I miss where you started the pie gag? What is that in reference to?
Oh, that was Heather's opening monologue while we were getting the audio situation sorted out.
Yes.
You'll have to review the playback.
Yes. for
Okay,
those
well,
who
so I
need to
guess
catch
it's
up.
going to be a little harder to win the game.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So let's go ahead and save there because that's at least some progress. We did something.
Yeah, we did a cutscene.
No castle. All right. Moving on. Let's just keep walking this
Can
way.
we storm the castle?
Oh, you wanna see a death scene real quick?
Well,
Do you think they'll give us one?
We are
They
under
might,
orders
it's
not
Sierra.
to let you anywhere near the castle, Prince Alexander. Be gone.
These stooges.
We are under orders not to let you any...
The guards of the castle gate look like efficient fighters, and there are doubtless more of them inside. Alexander decides not to try to force his way in.
Does he though?
It's a Sierra game. Let him kill himself.
Come on.
We are under orders not to...
All right, they're not gonna let us do it. They're not gonna let us do it.
They're not gonna let him
Wow.
storm the
That's
castle.
we do not have the budget for that ending.
No.
Can I go this way?
It looks like there is a path over there, but there is a
Oh.
path.
The old behind the castle trick, side of the castle trick.
The narrow path ends abruptly at a pile of boulders.
Okay.
The side of the castle is one big blank wall.
But those vines, can't
Vines
you
have
climb the
begun to
vines?
climb the castle's stucco walls.
You said climb. It said
The
climb.
bushes near the side wall of the castle have been left natural and unsculptured.
Natural-like.
The path
Naturally.
turns into
Let's
I
try
mean,
it.
you might try
Let's
climbing
it.
the vines.
Yeah,
Let's see what
try it.
happens.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, we're
Storm
trying
it.
it. We're trying it.
The vines are too flimsy to support Alexander.
Classic. I just have to. If this was Quest for Glory, I would just have to do
Right, we
that
just
like
build the
99
climb
times. Yeah.
skill, yeah.
The vines are too
In-
flimsy to support
In
Alexander.
Unity, in Assassin's Creed Unity, man, it's like parkour.
You just climb
times
parkour.
10, man.
Nice.
It's like everything's parkour.
Since this bush
The bushes
was
are
so
probably
natural.
not hiding anything useful.
Okay. All right.
Besides, they are too prickly to examine closely.
All right.
Fine game.
Fine. Won't climb the vine.
That way is blocked by heavy foliage.
Okay. No roaming the forest in this game.
So you can't go any further, right, on that thing?
I guess
I
not.
don't think so.
That seems strange. Maybe the vines grow.
Eventually,
Once you get
oh, maybe there's some kind of potion make the vines grow.
Yeah, we may not
Grotion.
have the right item.
Maybe you have to rub the vines a lot, and then they start to...
Oh, I should have tried rubbing. There's no rub. Where's the rub
there's
button?
no rub.
Well, how
This
are we
ain't
supposed to rub
Monkey
these?
Island.
How are we supposed to
Still
rub
rub
the
vines.
the lamps over here? Then it's not just a touch; it's a rub. All right, let's see if
And then the genie should come out.
should we talk to this guy
There is
finally?
a genie.
All right.
I think there is a genie in this
There should
game.
be. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of lamps.
Yeah,
There better
there's a
be.
djinn in this game.
Yep, there's a genie.
Old
Djinn.
lamps for
A
new.
djinn.
I like that
Good day,
guy.
peddler.
I want a whole game about
Good
him.
day, sir. If you would like to get one of my
That's-
So there's no
lamps,
subtitles, right? That's what
There's
you're saying,
no
Mike?
subtitles. It's kind of I
Isn't it
I
a
really
rather
love
bad
subtitles. I don't know.
business? Taking old
too.
lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
There's
It's
always a
one or the
chance
other.
that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
He's
Get
like,
a
you
lamp."
idiot, I have a better business sense than you.
Hey, lad,
Oops.
have you an old lamp for me yet?
Can we gotta go get
Oh,
him
we
an
gotta
old lamp.
go get him an amp. Okay.
You gotta
Yeah.
get him an old lamp for
The
new.
pawn shop seems like a
There's
good
battered
place to
wicker
get
chest
old
in front
crap.
of the shop. The battered chest. Alexander sees nothing particular.
Oh, well, you see.
The battered chest does not interest Alexander.
Oh,
It's
but it-
probably
There's
full
nothing.
I
of
know.
earthenware.
Just get into the shop.
I
Like
knew there wasn't anything there, but still, I had to let him finish the thing because I
know.
can't read it.
You tried. You tried. Did he just go hey?
I think so. He's just like,
No, he
hey.
he said good
Remains
day.
peacefully quiet.
Oh.
The pawn towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
Ostentatious.
A strange-looking winged device occupies one corner of the
Oh, that
room.
looks helpful.
It is frail with disuse. Alexander finds it intriguing.
Mm.
Perhaps he
The
thinks it
blue
was
thing
once
is what you
used
need to
in a
get.
local
The blue
sporting
thing
event
on the
in
counter.
which enthusiasts jumped from cliffs, glided on air currents, and then
But I want
attempted
to fly.
land, frequently crunching a bone or two in the process.
A bone or two.
Alexander shudders at the thought and decides
This
to
is
stick
long.
to dragon slaying.
Huh. That was a long passage. I liked it.
I'll remember
No,
that
get
voiceover.
get that blue thing.
Okay, so I shouldn't click on every pixel first before I.
Oh well, no, you can. But I'm saying at some point, I want that
At
blue
some
thing.
Day merchant, what can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I can tell you she
I
is
think
in
we're
a
in an
dark
ad break
time.
again.
Without the ferry,
That means
the
we've
blockade
gone
of the
for an
Faroe
hour.
Islands has ground to a halt, and so
Oh
nearly
shit!
has
I
my
need to make
business.
some more tea though. Can I make
Why
tea?
the long
Yeah, we
ages
can
of
take
peace
a-
have ended,
yeah,
and
feel
Well,
free.
no, we don't
Crown
have to
has
take a
not
big
done
break.
something
Kevin
about
can
it is
stay.
beyond
Okay.
me. But then, I am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and
Oh,
can
wait,
only
we-
hope for better days.
Oh wait, let me listen.
A golden bridle finder, for finding those nearly invisible golden bridles. Self-adhesive emeralds, what you use when you don't have honey. Tongue
Of
climbing
course.
gear, tested on over 100 whale tongues.
Whale tongues.
A uvula tickler, guaranteed to make large
A
mammals
what?
sneeze.
A uvula tickler?
A
I think a
uvula
lot of
Like
these
tickler.
forbidden
description-
fruit? Like where
I
the
think-
hell is he?
I think many of these descriptions are jokes of items you needed to solve puzzles in former King's Quest games.
Oh.
Really?
I like to keep clicking on things till they run out, so I'm gonna keep clicking on that variety box.
You click
A
away.
shovel that's guaranteed not to break for over 100 grave diggings.
Ha! There you go. That was from the last King's Quest game we played.
From that one dude in
In Ooga Booga.
An Ooga Booga, yeah.
A hoe
wasn't that not in
for
was that in
finding
King's
those hard
Quest?
to
That
spot
wasn't in
holes
game.
in
That
I
was
guess it
King's
was
Quest
King's
7.
Quest.
Yeah, that was the cartoony one. You were right. It did say something about a ho hum detector. What?
Cat cookie mix. Play tricks on your friends, the box says.
Cat cookie.
That's a reference to King's Quest 3.
Oh, really? Okay.
But there's still no pie.
Cookie cat.
No pie.
Tongue climbing gear.
Where's the pie?
Tested on over 100 whale tongues.
Oh, this
I
is
think
everywhere.
That's a King's
Okay.
Quest
All right.
4 reference.
We've looped back around.
The land of the Green Isles must have
Looping.
at least one inhabitant
Am I-
with
am I
interest in the
connected?
mystical, for a crystal ball has been traded in, along with the more common
Can y'all
household
hear me?
goods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Weird.
An
All
It's
right.
just a
suit of armor
game
stands
of
in the pawn
fun,
shop.
not
Anyway,
hearing
It looks like
as
ourselves.
a
I
vigilant
was
guard against
suggesting while you
thieves
were
and crooked
away, we
salesmen,
have one
even
gold
though it
coin.
is
We can
headless.
probably buy some stuff from the pawn shop.
Should we see what it'll give us for a coin? All right, let's do it.
If Alexander
We
wants to
needed to buy a
exchange one of his
lamp. Oh.
possessions for an item in the pawn shop, he'll have to arrange it with the pawn shop owner first by showing him the object for trade.
What?
Isn't that
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Papa?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your
Aha.
choice from there.
Well, let's get that
Alexander
lamp.
looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Lamp.
no pressure?
Here's the lamp.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
Cool.
The
Nice.
flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true.
Oh, you might need
Cool.
that to, to lure a fairy.
Yeah, that sounds good.
A used painter's brush is displayed on the counter. A used
The
paint.
hell?
Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
I mean, can't we go back?
Huh.
I think you can keep trading them, so like
Yeah.
you pick whatever one you need to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
Get the lamp.
Is that a?
It's not a lamp. It's a flint.
It looks like it's a flint box. It's not a lamp. So I don't know if I. Oh man, what is going on? I don't know if I need any of these yet.
Well, we don't.
Flute.
Well, we have to pick one, but I agree
Yeah.
we don't know which of
I'd
them.
say
we
get the flute.
The flute.
Flute. Okay.
Doing the flute.
I'll take the flute.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
Cool.
I'll
Perfect.
remember. Thank you.
So we're not stuck if we realize we need one of the others.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep exploring. We know what's here. There's a
And
bear.
we can keep in mind if any of those would be useful for a puzzle.
Yeah.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Ali's
Good day,
books.
Set in the back.
I'm a stranger in this land.
Right.
What
Mysterious.
Can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
That is quite a question, young man.
It's where you go.
Who are you? And what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown, because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village, and the docks over to the west. There are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if islands come and go. Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
That's quite a claim.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
Wow.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally. Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years. Perhaps the ferryman can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days. And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
But advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
What is that supposed to mean?
All right. All right. I'm gonna go pick a fight with this guy in the corner. So I want to say
The creepy dude in the black robe.
Just never know. You never know with these games.
Never know.
Steals sidelong glances at Alexander from
See?
under a concealing hood.
He's stealing sidelong glances. See?
An old man.
Old man. Do I know you from a previous game?
Good day, sir.
You know, from
mysterious
the
old
sitting
man
on the
just
street.
ignores Alexander.
Okay.
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
All right.
Play the flute.
Pay attention to me!
Play the flute. Play the flute for the old
The
man.
flute feels light and comfortable in Alexander's hands. This is the only page of inventory.
Oh, sorry.
We know!
I know.
How do you
I
play
just
the
got
flute?
stuck. Let's try it.
To consume all our earthly possessions in flame.
Oops.
You
I
can
guess
just burn
I
it.
guess I had accidentally tried to.
The old man would not be interested in anything that Alexander might show him.
Oh, well, that's a nice sweeping generalization. What's this?
Is there a book
There's a
that you
small
need?
table near the door that bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please."
Tuppence.
Only one book remains on the table.
Let's take it.
Looks like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book.
Well, then we should take it.
I think it might be useful read
Alexander
when
picks
you're
up the
in
book from the
jail
small table.
at some point.
Yes, please, take that book.
Really?
You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
Really? Thanks.
Have we told you about our Lord and Savior?
Alexander
the
is
Book of
carrying
Mormon,
a book
baby.
from the bargain table in the bookshop.
How long?
Alexander is carrying a book.
The title says physical NFTs.
Alexander opens the bargain book and reads a paragraph at random.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half dulcimers, divided
See?
into
He has a
equal
flute.
parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles,
Oh, man.
small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
Who's writing this
course.
down?
Yeah.
Oh, he's ready for a nap.
What an incredibly
I
boring
would.
book. No wonder the bookshop owner wanted to get rid of it so badly.
I
Wait a minute,
wonder.
that was riveting. I want to know what happens next.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
want to know about the dulcimers.
Alexander is standing in a cozy little shop.
'Cause I like dulcimers.
Books of
Yeah.
every size and shape line the walls. A
I wonder if I have a
crackling
dulcimer
fire in the
patch.
fireplace completes the tranquil scene.
What's that other book on the little stool there?
Oh, let's see.
There's a book entitled The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages
Aha.
on a small table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that book.
Could I take a look?
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he...
Oh, I got it. Do I have to move out of the way?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages.
I want to know about this.
Well, that was refreshing.
Because he wants to be one. That's how he gets in the castle by playing the flute.
Oh, spoilers.
Maybe. I don't know. I was
These
guessing.
shelves hold a collection of oddly titled guidebooks. Alexander notices such books as How to Become King with Little or No Rupees Down,
Oh my
Finding the Right
God.
Girl with the Right Dowry, and
Cult
Why
books.
Good Princesses Like Bad Wizards.
Self-help cult books.
Nice. See anything else?
These shelves hold a collection of oddly titled guidebooks. Alexander notices such books as How to Become King with Little or No Rupees
Okay,
Down.
that's just.
Yep.
A plaque bearing a merchant crest hangs over the doorway. The
What's on the
bookshop owner must
fireplace?
be proud of his credentials. A wooden chandelier with small
Oops.
red candles is suspended from the ceiling.
Oh, I see it now. I thought that was a mantle.
Me too.
A stone fireplace gives the bookshop a
What's
quaint,
on the
cozy
chair,
air.
on the stool there?
Oh, that was the court gesture book. This
Oh,
one,
right,
this,
okay.
yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see about this shelf.
Volumes of
But what
poetry
about
are
the
on
books on
display
the
on
front
this
of the
bookshelf.
screen? Like the ones that are at the bottom?
These
Wait,
guys?
So that one had
Yeah.
a different description. Volumes
did.
of poetry on display.
Oh, is that what it said?
Volumes
Yeah.
of poetry are on display.
Okay, that's all
Oh,
it
I
said.
See,
missed that.
see if you can take anything from any of those shelves.
Alexander is standing in a cozy
Okay, it doesn't want to tell me about those ones up close to the camera.
Thinking of Cosima, Alexander decides to
Haha,
look through one
nice.
of the volumes of love poetry. He reads,
Nice.
Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon
Ha.
a place within this broken breast.
Mm.
Not bad. And another. Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there. Yikes. And another. What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the
Wow.
haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that e'er my soul eternal makes for you.
A little
Damn,
close
I don't
to
get
home,
poetry
that
like
one.
that. I wish I did.
Alexander
Hmm.
returns the love poem book to the shelf.
I used to.
Oh, shit.
Ooh!
Something fell out.
Alexander picks up the fallen page. It's the love poem he particularly liked.
Mm.
It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
Yes, it must have.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
Wow. That's
What's
I
nice.
do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
Cool.
Well, thank you, merchant. I think
Alexander
I'd like to do
is
that.
not interested
at
in
the
those
Walmart.
self-help books.
What was that?
I would like to say thank you, merchant, next time I'm checking out at Walmart.
Thank you, merchant.
Thank you, merchants.
Alexander has a love poem from a book
Am I
in the
too
bookshop.
soft?
No, I can't hear you when the voice is talking, but
The fireplace
Oh,
can provide
yeah, I have
Alexander
had
with
2
nothing
separate
but
speakers. Sorry.
What books are in the little short
warmth.
one
Right
by
now,
the window?
Alexander is too involved with the journey he's on to take time to read about the journeys of others.
this one by the window here.
Alexander is
Yeah.
standing. A collection of children's books filled.
Children's books.
Oh,
James and the Giant
A
Peach.
He
collection
probably
of
won't
children's
take-
books filled.
you'll see if he'll take them, but probably
Yeah.
not.
Alexander is a little old for those children's
Mm-hmm.
books.
Mm-hmm. And just because I gotta know what's on here,
These shelves hold a selection of cookbooks.
cookbooks, and then these must be about adventuring. He said.
Assorted travelogues and
Travelogues.
biographies are arranged on these shelves.
Oh, Okay, and of course, maybe he doesn't want cook. Maybe he needs to cook something.
Alexander isn't interested.
Okay,
in
he's
cookbooks
not
on the shelf.
interested.
He's
Got
had an
it.
aversion to cooking ever since he experimented with a certain cookie recipe involving cat hair and fish oil.
And so that's from King's Quest 3, you said?
That's a King's Quest 3 reference, yes.
Nice.
Which was the game that introduced Alexander as a character.
Cool.
There's no point in using an object on itself.
Oopsies. This mouse double clicks sometimes when it doesn't mean to.
Might I return this?
Please, I had a hard enough time getting rid of that book in the first place.
Nope.
Whoa! Somebody redeemed something. What did you do? It doesn't. It didn't tell me what you did, but well, let's see where. Redeemed improvise a song. What for 5,000 points?
We have all of the poetry to do so in front of us.
My goodness.
We have all the poetry we need right there.
Oh my God. How would you?
You're like, what have you done?
What have you done? I don't know if our viewers are ready for this, or if I am even. I don't have any instruments nearby.
Oh, you gotta take it seriously. It just can't be a cappella.
I don't know
All
if it can just be.
I'll make a rain
I don't know. I don't know. I
This is
mean,
where all the love poems are, though.
you-
I figured it'd be easy.
you redeemed it. So what do you want? What do you want? Do you want just an acapella? Do you want guitar? Do you want ukulele? Do you want?
You got a harmonica?
Somewhat. No, I haven't even unpacked the harmonicas yet. I don't think from the last time we jammed, y'all. They're in a tub over there. I tell you what, you redeemed it, so you know after the next intermission, I will have an instrument ready, and we'll improvise a song based on everything that we've learned today in King's Quest 6. But I think we're done with we got our love poem. Yeah. I think we're good here.
As I recall, the hard thing to find was the dang love poem, and we found it.
We found it. Good job. I would not have. I might not have tried every shelf, so I appreciate you suggesting that before we leave this shop.
I forgot about it, but then as soon as it said love stuff, I had a sudden recollection of there's something important about that shelf.
Will have to deal
Love
with the
stuff.
seller if he wants
Damn, we got love stuff up in here.
Love stuff. Let's just check out the rest of the town real quick. I'd like to see every screen if we can before we
We're moving
wrap.
on up the game now. Making
Lazy
Whoop.
thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses!
Oh my God, is that what I
Told you
sound
a
like?
million times. Those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you.
There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is
Ouch.
dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress. From the appearance of her clothes and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave. The serving girl appears to be stealing a quiet moment tending the rose bushes.
You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning. And get your veil back on. No one wants to look at your face.
Jeez.
Yes, stepmother.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Cinderella. You gotta get her shoe.
Cinderella. Now that we are making a game about. All right.
The entrance to the house.
Wait, did she leave us? Did she leave a shoe? Did I miss it?
No,
gate is
but
closed.
eventually she
It
might.
appears that the house's owners like their privacy.
Yay!
Yay, privacy settings.
Standing
Privacy
on a dirt street
advocates.
leading through the village. Red roses beautifully cover the top of the house's fence and gate arbor.
Shall we take one?
Alexander has not been invited to pick the family's roses.
All right. Can we go through the gate?
Doesn't
Kind of
want to
adventure
intrude
game
on
if I
private
can't
property
steal.
unless he's been invited.
Or smell.
Yeah. Seems
It's an
like
adventure game. You're supposed to steal everything.
seems like we can't really do anything here yet.
I don't think we can yet do anything with this.
Play the flute.
Alexander sees
Right?
no use for that item there.
All right.
There's nothing Alexander.
All right.
Alexander
right.
could claim the improvise the song.
Yeah. Improvise a song, Alexander. Up the docks.
Oh,
Hey,
somebody's...
stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
I'm a little confused about this person. I have many un-PC things I could say,
I don't.
but I will not say.
I feel like this is like some mermaid
trap?
territory
That's
here.
definitely
yeah.
That's definitely like whimsy with an air of menace
Come on, jump
music.
in. A little water won't hurt you.
A little water won't hurt you.
You
A
should
young
just do
boy
it
is happily
anyway.
swimming in the sea off the docks.
Yeah, let's
We
do
gotta
it.
see.
Let's do it.
We gotta see what happens under the sea.
What are you waiting?
Considering the poor condition of the shore, it looks like the easiest way to get into the water is just to jump off the pier.
Cool.
Oh, we're
I
doing
thought
it.
so.
We're doing it.
The powerful currents grab Alexander.
Cool.
Struggle as he might, he feels himself
right.
being pulled out to sea.
All right.
I thought we would see mermen.
Not a very good swimmer, are you?
Good.
Help me! Sorry, I think not.
Well, that was.
As his head submerges for the third time, Alexander finds himself pondering the wisdom of going out on a limb for a stranger. What a lesson to learn.
Don't help anybody ever.
All right.
Or even
Yes,
meet them.
everyone
Alexander
you
couldn't
meet
handle
will
those
murder
currents.
your ass.
That boy must be an unbelievably strong swimmer.
Okay, so we just have to work on our swimming stamina skill set.
Yeah, apparently this is a big deal. It's like, gaining lockpicking or some shit.
Yeah, no
Like you
water
gotta
in
learn
this
how to
game.
swim. You gotta learn how to handle those currents.
let's
Those currents.
guess let's restart. Oh, there it goes again. What is it doing? Why? Y'all saw
Was
that
that
too,
me?
right? No.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah.
That's something to do with, I feel like how I've got DOSBox windowing the game right now. We're gonna try something different later. All right, restore.
Come on, jump in. A little water won't hurt you.
Screw you.
am not going
Screw
to
you, liar.
do that.
You try talking to him.
Alexander can't hand anything to the boy from here.
Try talking to him.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good
I'm
day.
Alexander.
Good day, sir.
What are you doing in the sea?
What are you doing, dude?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm swimming. I mean, come join me. The water's wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island.
I
What are you
don't
waiting for?
believe
I said
you.
I'd show you how to get to the next island, didn't I?
I'm gonna need a
Come
suit.
join me if you're brave enough.
You're brave enough. Screw you.
What's going on over here?
A worn wooden vessel has been dry docked on a jetty. The boat is in sad shape. A hole in the hull and the condition of its boards make it obvious that the vessel is no longer seaworthy.
Whoa.
Strange. The young boy
Whoa.
in the water just disappeared.
Okay.
Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
But let's just so we're gonna have
The
something
waters
with
in
that
this
merman.
cove appear calm, but there's a dimpling pattern to the surface, which indicates an undertow.
A dimpling pattern.
The waters in
Dimpling pattern.
a ramshackle wooden gangplank
You know,
leads
you
from
get
the
out of an
pier to the docked
undertow.
boat.
By swimming sideways,
Is that right? Good to know. Life
well, you
skills.
swim not exactly, and like stay away from undertows, but like you don't want to like swim straight, but you want to like always kind of be at an angle. But then some of them are really big, you can't get out of it. Like you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Best not to go
Yeah,
towards
what do
them.
you want?
Hello.
Excuse me. My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands. I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there.
Allie
Come on
sent ya.
inside.
Allie. Allie.
Hey.
What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
What is this view?
I'm a visitor to these
Like we're
islands.
peeping?
I'd like to learn what
Yeah.
I can about
Through the
area.
people.
So you said outside.
Through the
What is it you wanna
peephole.
know?
They're called portholes
Well,
on a ship.
for
Porthole.
one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the islands feuding and all.
Sail.
Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
Sorry.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
All right.
Tell me more about the ferry.
I remember when I used to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Casima themselves. There was no thought of danger back then. They used to go visiting to care for
Whoa.
the needy.
Music just bumped up for some
Friendly
reason.
Relations between the
Did.
islands.
That was weird.
I remember their last trip. Things had started getting nasty by then, and when they came back aboard, I gathered that the Queen and the Princess had been received a bit coldly. Princess Casima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the Queen, but the Queen had no answer.
That was weird. Yeah, the music
It's
is
a
so
whole-
much louder
it's a-
now. Yeah.
It's exposition though. The whole thing.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Yeah,
kind
he's
of weird.
he is
exposition
Basil
we needed to know.
Exposition.
Yeah.
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job.
I'm out.
The job my ancestors have held for generations. I'm the only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But
Reef
that
and the
knowledge
rocks.
does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island? One that might be more seaworthy?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship. You can be quite sure that this old ferry is, or was, the only craft on the island.
Bum, 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 bum. More exposition, shall we?
Tell me more about Princess Casima.
I can hear an echo
I
again.
mean,
Such a beautiful
there's
child.
a lot of
and
poetry
so
written
pure
about
of
her.
heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen. They served the islands, not the other way around. Always thinking about the people. They are sorely missed.
Do.
Don't worry, the
All right.
object of fantasy is a fantasy. Don't worry.
Let's see if he's got any more exposition for us.
What else can you tell me about the land?
All right.
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Isle of the Beast
All
is
right.
pretty, but unfortunately,
Oh.
you can't get very far onto the island.
Wait. That was new information, right?
What
Yep,
else can
yeah.
you tell me about
Yeah.
the land?
The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see.
Okay.
If you ever get
They
to
like
see
the
'em,
flute.
that is.
And
What
pie.
else can you tell me about the land?
The Castle of the Crown sure is a beauty. She's the finest palace ever built, I'll warrant.
One more?
Some say
I
that
thought
the
that's where
land
we
of the
are.
Green Isles is near
Yeah.
the edge of the world, and that
Okay.
the deadly currents are a result of a magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next.
Okay.
Of course, that's just silly talk.
Sounds
Well,
good.
you're the second person who's mentioned it, though.
That sounds fun.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot.
Okay, now it's
Now we're
repeating.
looping?
Gotta
Okay.
have a good sense
Yep.
of humor to enjoy a tour there.
Oh,
There looks
right.
like something on the table between the two of them.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, what is that?
A table is positioned in front of two plain wooden chairs. The table consists of a board placed over a small barrel. There's a rabbit's foot on the table. There's a
Can we
rabbit's
have it?
foot on the table.
Yeah, can I take it?
Seems the ferryman is counting on a little luck.
Let's see what happens if I take it.
There's nothing of interest on that particular part of the table.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that.
Perhaps. All right. Cool. Anything else in here?
The ferryman's bunk looks hard and uncomfortable. No wonder he can be so cranky.
Ouch.
Several
I'm
oil
poor.
lamps are strategically placed around the boat's cabin
Right.
to eliminate
It's a
the
poor
obvious
toll
dark
on a
spots.
boat.
Several oil lamps are Alexander is sitting inside the ferry's cabin. The place displays the neatness of a seaman and the sparseness of a bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
There are few frills and comforts in the rough wooden environment.
I mean,
but the
I really
sunlight
want. Does he have
shines
pants
cheerily on the open
on?
beams, and the portholes admit a
This
pleasant
guy. Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're red pants, but fair observation. Yeah.
Alexander is sitting inside the ferry's cabin.
What this?
Alexander is sitting.
All right. That seems
But
to
the
be.
way he's drawn, it looks like his leg is protruding from his abdomen.
Yeah, he's like sitting like hunched, kinda. He's got a hunch
He
going on.
hunched over. 'cause he
Yeah.
hurts, with no pants on.
He hurt because he sleeps on a hard bed. Should I play the?
Ah, whole life.
I'm gonna play him to sleep real quick.
Would you be at all interested in this?
Nah, what need is a poor dry dock ferryman for that?
Okay, but I might be able to trade
You
something
triggered
with
my
him.
generic rejection dialogue.
But something. He might be interested in something.
And that ring thing, you don't want to.
Should I tell him who I am?
Sure, try.
Would you be interested in this ring?
Oh, I'm just gonna try to give it
I
away.
don't need charity. I won't take nothing from no man till I get back in business and can earn my own keep.
Fair enough. I feel like we're done here for the
I
moment.
think we
Yeah.
are.
I don't
What about-
know. Wait.
Wait,
can
what
I
was
look at
this?
One more thing.
Maybe he wants the court jester book. Or wait, no, what book was this? It was like
The
a math
boring
book.
Would
The
you be
boring
at all
book.
interested in this?
Nah, what need is a
Nah.
What did you want to look at? One more thing?
I thought I saw something in the pixels, but I mean, you looked at that picture next to the door.
Yeah, I tried to. I could try again though.
Alexander is sitting inside.
Yeah.
Alexander is.
It's just the generic room
Alexander is.
description.
Yeah,
Alexander is-
it's not
portholes provide
triggering.
Fresh sea air.
And then portholes
Alexander is several oil.
and several lamps. What about this?
Alexander
And
is
then those
sitting
bottles
a
on the
black
table,
pot-bellied
right?
Stove in
Oh,
the
this is
corner
new.
provides warmth from the cool tropical nights. and
Storm
warms
in the
the
corner. What was the question?
And you've tried all the bottles, yeah?
All the bottles say, like these ones over here.
A
Yeah.
cabinet with a dry
Oh.
silk lines one wall
That's
of the
new.
cabin.
Okay.
There's another thing behind that.
This thing?
A
Yeah.
cabinet with a dry silk.
Okay.
All
A
cabinet.
cabinet.
All
with a-
right.
Alexander is.
All right, I feel
think
good.
we're done
I
here.
feel good. I feel good. Clear. I've picked over
I
it.
think I'll be going now. Thanks
He
for
does
allowing
not
me
have-
into your home.
Handsome.
I think you're right.
Not at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
Let me try giving Kevin you control again.
Alright.
Let's see what happens. Hallelujah!
Oh, it's working.
That was it. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. You
Yay.
guys have fun.
Okay.
Don't have
it's
too much
fixed.
fun.
Hooray.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I gotta remember. It was the auto lock setting on the
All right,
config.
so he said that we needed to talk to the pawn shop guy about the map to get to the other islands.
See? Somebody who said that. Are you getting an instrument, Mike?
Can I leave the screen, though? Oh, there we go. Okay. Thought we might be having more Gabriel Knight screen edge issues.
No, but get the lamp. Ali,
I don't have a lamp to trade with him.
maybe the pawn shop got
Old lamps for...
Yeah, I know, dude.
They might have got a new shipment of lamps.
Good day.
Looks like there
Oh,
might
look,
be
it's
something
that
different.
creepy dude again.
You need to talk to him.
A mysterious old man also patronizes the pawn shop. He steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under his hood.
Red dude.
Good day, sir.
The old man just glares at Alexander and does not reply. For no apparent reason, Alexander's flesh crawls at the mere thought of touching the old man.
Oh.
That's ominous.
Well, try talking to him.
I did. He won't talk.
Oh, I missed it. I missed
look.
it.
Good day, sir.
Oh,
The
yeah.
old man just glares at Alexander and does
We'll
not
go
reply.
back to the table of stuff, and maybe that thing that kind of looks like a lamp is the thing to get.
Excuse me, merchant,
Get
but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there. It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
The ring.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No, that's my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind, and I'll remember about the map.
By the sea and what?
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
I thought it was going to take our map.
Yeah.
Seconds later.
Probably knows that we do have.
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished. From the pawn shop owner, he just abstained, just reprieved. He's just got a magic map.
Yes, he seems to be
You
drunk.
fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
Oh, he's just been getting high.
Yes. Master.
Hashish.
Now,
Oh, don't get banned.
what is this about a magic map? With a
Magic
map, Prince Alexander
map.
could travel anywhere as quickly as I can.
Who's this actor?
I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Intrigue. Huh, wonder if we can get one of those mints out of the mint jar.
It's right
Yeah.
there, yeah. That's the blue thing.
Oh, it's not the lamp.
Alexander takes a mint.
Yes.
Told you, blue thing.
Okay.
You were right. You were right.
Alright, so we have the
But
map.
is there a lamp there, though?
That's not a lamp.
But we.
And look,
Oh,
he's
see,
gone
now
now.
the dude's gone. You missed your
What? Maybe he's only there at a certain time of day?
He's there from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Is there anything new in the bookshop?
Hello. I will be right up.
New dude.
Now, what can I do for you?
New dude here.
Oh. Looks like he loves that book.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Ew.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned
It's
the
very
princess.
confusing.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Do we have anything he'd want?
I can make him talk. What is that thing
That's a
in
mint.
the middle? But
Oh, that's a...
that's the mint. Okay.
That's the map.
What's the thing above it again? The mint?
That's
What's
the
that?
boring book. Maybe he wants the
The
boring
book.
book?
Yeah.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
He's like really doesn't want to deal with you.
Oh, maybe, I don't know, have a mint. I bet your breath smells.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thanks.
Okay. Maybe he wants the boring book.
You already gave it to him.
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you.
Maybe he wants the poetry.
Can I interest you in this?
Hey, I'm a clown.
Okay.
I'm a clown.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Yeah, he's a lost cause right now.
Hmm.
I'm almost positive he is.
Yeah, we need something to make him talk to us about the princess, but
The
I don't
the
think we
other
have
books,
anything.
but that would be the only thing.
Oops, sorry.
Go back to try to climb the building. Or should we go back to the castle?
Is there a bird?
Oh, there's a bird now.
Birdie.
And you don't have the birdie that
Oh, should we switch to the birdie?
you didn't get the birdie.
No, we have the flute
Yeah,
right now.
but that might work. Yeah, I don't know. Or
We could swap
let's
it.
look at it. Let's see.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Play the
Yeah,
flute.
maybe we need the bird. Let's see.
No, play the flute.
Well, no, but there's an any. Oh, he dumped some stuff out.
Yeah. you
Wait,
might
why did I
wanna
go back?
Dumpster dive.
All right.
Dumpster
All
dive.
right. Dumpster dive. Okay. Boom.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb.
A fake what?
Near the bottom, Alexander
thumb?
finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
That's right.
It's a message in a bottle.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Okay, let's give him the flute.
That flute will come in handy.
Would you
though.
mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I'll take it.
Sure does.
Very good, Prince Alex. It is always a pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy the mechanical nightingale and feel free to bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Alright, can I leave or will I need your help again? Let's find out.
Oh no, I
No,
broke
no.
everything. And you got so far too. You didn't save, did you?
No, did we lose all that?
I think we lost some stuff. I'm sorry.
The game crashed?
The game crashed.
Is that the universe telling us it's time to call it for tonight?
Maybe. It may be.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't save since the dock?
Wait.
Oh, lesson learned.
Now,
Save every
I
screen.
mean, I could speed blast through it, though we'd still have to go through the cutscene again. But yeah.
There was a whole cutscene? Oh, yeah, there was a cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh, man, y'all. I'm so sorry. So what all did you do real quick? Can you remember?
Yeah. Oh, are you gonna run
I'm
through it?
gonna try to run through it like real quick,
Okay.
just to save every. See if I can
go
skip.
back to the village. I wonder, actually, I'm having this vague memory. If you go first into the bookshop, could you show the dude in the chair the ring before we trade it away? Could that actually make a difference?
Let's see. We get a second take. We get a second take.
Again? How may I help you?
Y'all don't see the screen right
we're
now,
not
right?
seeing
All right, let me
anything,
no.
share the screen again.
All right, give him the ring.
Yeah, let's see.
Because I think this may be one of those things where if you don't do this in the right order, you can't get the max score.
Shit.
Why would Alexander want to offer the
I guess
strange
not.
man his...
Well, let's talk
All right,
to him
talk
first.
to him
Good
first,
day,
then
sir.
try.
Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for...
All right, now let's try giving him the ring.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry to insist.
Wow.
But my name is
Good thing it
Alexander
crashed.
of Daventry, and
I appreciate the offer of
Oh,
the
never
ring,
mind.
Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cosima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cosima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are and how you know the princess.
I'm her
Oh,
jester.
pardon me. My name is Charlo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cosima's parents, King Caliphon and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cosima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
This is
About
like
her
a
grief over
combo.
her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cosima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cosima's pet nightingale.
Aha!
I might be
Aha!
able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jallo. I hope we meet again soon.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, this game, the reason it's considered the best one is there's tons of optional branching paths. So you can miss half the game if you don't know what you're...
Wow.
But like it's the game is actually like Twin Peaks and Princess Bride.
Yes.
Back then, yeah.
When did the game come out? What year?
92.
1992.
92.
92.
So those
yeah,
both would have been in the zeitgeist. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of Sierra games comment on Twin Peaks a tiny bit. But
I suspect they were fans. It seems likely.
But I can't recall any specifics. But it feels like maybe some Gabriel Knight did. I don't know. Well, that was cool. So you just went to the bookstore?
It's actually good it crashed because we would have missed that. And as I recall, the whole Frollo subplot, the Jawa subplot, I think is pretty essential to getting the best ending. You can entirely miss everything with him if you don't do that.
And
old lamps for new.
And he just wandered off this way.
Now,
I'm like,
you need to go to the pawn shop, I think.
But like,
I don't think you need to follow.
Usually when you see a character walk off screen like that,
you can try following him, sure.
I still can't get off screen.
Still can't escape.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Why is this one edge so bad?
Okay, that worked. That worked. Nope, he's not there. Okay.
Well, go to the castle.
All
He
right.
said he lives in the castle.
All right. Should I? Before I go to the pawn shop, maybe.
Well, the pawn shop clearly triggers some other stuff.
Yeah, the pawn shop seemed to trigger the Nightingale.
And it triggers the cutscene.
You didn't get the garbage though.
Not yet.
No, well, that's
yeah.
after we get the map.
Let's see if we can follow this guy to the castle real quick. Maybe around back. Maybe he's got a trick for climbing the vines or something.
Nah, he's not here.
There's a little hut just off the path. Perhaps the guard dogs have an occasional use for it, but it looks empty now.
I was curious about this. I was like, can I hide it?
Yeah, it's very conspicuous, ain't it?
I
mean, you could probably hide in it, but yeah.
There's a little hut.
Maybe a different time. Just gonna check the back real quick. Make
sure Rollo's not hanging out back there.
Just be
see if the vines have grown.
Thorough about it a little bit. If I can. Goodness gracious. There we go. All right.
Nope.
Doesn't look like anything, and looks like the vines
changed.
are similar. All right.
The vines are too.
All right, to the pawn shop real quick.
All right, I'll tell you speed running what we did.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Jeffo what says they're here for it if we decide to speed blast through it all.
all right. So
I don't know how fast we can go when you can't even exit.
We still need to claim. There still needs to be a song improvisation.
Oh yes, and I have the guitar ready. We can end with the song improv tonight.
There we go.
If you want.
All right, so yes, back to the pawn shop, and let's both get the map And go ahead and get the mechanical nightingale, because I think we'll need it to lure the bird.
So this will trigger a cutscene, huh? I wonder if we can skip that.
Good day.
Oh, okay,
All right,
so...
talk to it. Just talk to him. The speed run through, just talk to him.
Doop.
Excuse me, merchant.
Why, it was quite a few years ago, you... Anyway, it is said... it
We
is a
already
very
heard all this
valuable-
earlier, yeah.
What would you take for that?
Yes.
All right, now show him the ring.
Would you be willing to take my
Yep,
family?
yep.
The ring.
Bop, 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 bop.
Then he's gonna get high on mint.
Man,
And you need to take one too.
I've been enjoying the voice acting until this cutscene. the drunk acting.
No, it's so bad it goes around to good.
Okay, if you say so. See if I can I skip it?
There's all
right.
kinds of bizarre things happening.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again.
Those mints.
No.
Oh, he's got a golden eye.
And if I recall, they did these cutscenes
He's
by
a
their
djinn.
basically rotoscoping. I think these are actual actors they're drawing
Yeah.
over.
Oh yeah.
But he's a djinn.
Yes, a djinn, a genie.
Oh, I see. He's in the.
I think so.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's a djinn. Yes.
All right.
Oh,
and
now before you
There's no
leave,
point in using an
get-
object.
before you leave, get a mint out of the little
Would you
blue
mind if I
jar.
traded this in?
Will
Oh yeah, we
do.
gotta trade it for the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get
That
the bird.
mechanical night.
Very good.
Thank
Did
you.
you get the map?
Got the map.
Yeah, we already got it.
Alexander
mint.
takes a mint.
All right, I'm gonna save again.
All right, save so we
Yay.
don't lose all that work.
All right, 7 mints.
Man.
I was gonna make a weed joke, but I couldn't. Nothing came to mind. All right, mints.
I mean, I'm on Linux
Ma-
Mint, but
Mary,
that's not a joke.
Mary J. Mints. I don't know. See if I can exit this time without going full screen. There we go. There's
Okay,
the hot
that's
spot
the
right there.
hotspot.
Secret
yeah.
hotspot. Yeah, there's bird. Let's see if should we
Let's
look
see
at it
if the
first, or
wind-up-
did we already look at it?
A
We don't need to
nightingale
look. It's a
perches on high
nightingale.
branch of-
Should we talk to it first?
The nightingale only looks at Alexander suspiciously and continues to sing.
All right, here we
Get your
go.
birdie out.
The mechanical nightingale is made of tin.
All right, try that. Okay.
Was that a point? Did I hear a point?
Yep.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale. and
Ring-a-ling-a
places it on the
ding-dong.
ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
All
What are you
right.
gonna do for me?
Now we were told that we could make the clown said we could maybe send a message to her with the bird to Cosima.
Should we put this love
The
letter in there?
poem.
No point in
Give
using
her
an
the
object.
poetry. Give her the poetry.
Alexander
Oh,
holds
no,
out
there's a
the
snake.
poem to the nightingale, hoping that she perhaps is the nightingale that Jalo spoke of, and that
You
she
can
might be
snake
able to
charm
take
with the
words of
flute.
love to her mistress,
Ah!
Cosima.
Oh,
little
that's the
racist,
gin.
but-
That's the gin.
Down and grabs the poem.
You're right, because it
eye
has the
glowed.
blinking
She
yellow
flies out
eye.
towards the castle, perhaps to Cosima.
Yay! I've put a crown on her head.
Sing Sing, what have you found?
Sing sing.
Well, you didn't put a ring on it, so.
Mm,
Oh, this is
I will.
no mere bit of paper, but words of love. Who sent this? It must have been Abdul. Oh, Sing Sing, will he never give up? You must be careful, pretty bird. Stay away from Abdul. I don't trust him so close to you. Now go.
Should I have signed it? I wonder if I could have.
Mm.
The little bird returns to her branch without the poem.
There was ink in the bucket of
Right?
garbage.
There was like an empty ink bottle. I wonder if I should have signed it.
Yeah. I somehow feel we didn't quite do that
I
puzzle
think we didn't
right.
nail it. I think we didn't nail it.
But I don't remember what you have to do to nail it.
But how are you guys doing? Let's check in. I feel like we've gotten pretty far. It's like we've been going for almost 2.5 hours.
What? That's a long time.
Yeah, we usually like to go for 3 on these things, or 2.5 or 3. So I don't know. This could be a good place to pause and.
I could do a quick little cheat and see how you perfectly execute that.
Yeah,
So
I
we know
mean,
what to do.
I'm down to have you be the one that does the cheating this time.
Could have been love, but it's over now.
Is any of this ringing a bell, Heather? Remembering
no,
bits and
I
pieces?
don't.
No.
I mean, I think I did this pre-menstrual.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots happened since then.
I mean, I honestly
I'm gonna look at this map while you're looking.
The magic map is made of thin leather and has lifelike drawings of the islands on its uneven surface.
Oh, and it's a magic map too.
Doesn't
so
Alexander remembers what the pawn shop owner said
What did he
about
say?
only being able to use the map out in the open and
Right.
within sight of the sea.
Oh,
He correctly
yeah.
surmises that the
Okay.
map will not work here.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, yeah, you see by the sea.
I see by the sea. Thanks for joining everybody for part 1 of King's Quest 6. I'm so glad we did it. We've got it started. I've been wanting to start this game for like 20 years. So thanks, y'all. We figured out what the issue was with the mouse too, the auto lock thing.
That is solved. Yes.
Solved mysteries.
By the way, I looked it up. We indeed were not supposed to do that.
Okay. I'm glad we
So
paused
here's the
here.
thing. We will need to give the poem, but she has to first know who we are. We need to give the Nightingale our ring first, but here's the catch. The Nightingale doesn't appear till after we traded our ring away. We have to later in the game get an item to get our ring back from the pawn shop.
Wow.
Right. No, I figured that because he kept saying you should come back
so
to get your
you
ring.
do eventually give the poem, but only after you get the ring back.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. So we can just restore after the jester.
Well, basically, we did everything right, including using the Nightingale to call her to the lower branch. We just shouldn't give the poem yet.
So I'll restore after mints, actually, and just lure the Nightingale down.
Yeah.
And then
we've actually been doing
continue
pretty
from
well
there.
for a max points run so far.
Nice.
But yeah, we shouldn't do that.
We didn't miss anything else so far?
Well, there's one thing to notice in the bookshop we didn't notice,
Oh,
but
what's that?
it's just a hint for later. It doesn't
Okay.
ruin anything.
What is it?
There's apparently a spell book somewhere in the bookshop.
Okay.
That's what, and it was probably behind the dude.
Yeah, I think it's on the counter of the dude himself.
Okay, cool.
So I think that's all we've missed so far.
Hell
Otherwise,
yeah.
we're doing pretty good.
Hell yeah. Thanks so much for playing with me tonight, y'all. This has been fun aside from the technical stuff.
No,
but that's a part of it.
this
That's a
is
part of it.
This is a nostalgia
I think
blast.
so.
I haven't
I
played this
learned.
game in like 20 years.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and actually, I think I'm having fun. That was my big question is like, are these games still fun or is it just nostalgia?
You were like, this game has such a reputation, but
Yeah.
does it actually hold up?
But so far, I'm having a good time. I've not,
Even by modern game design standards, it's well designed. Part of, I
Yeah.
think, why it has its reputation is it introduced a lot of things that got rid of a bunch of the infuriating stuff about early adventure games and, like, pushed the genre forward.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to play more of this. If y'all are, I don't know when. I might be trying to stream more regularly on Sundays just in general. That's my point and click adventure day, maybe. So maybe it's just like once a month we work on King's Quest 6 with y'all, but I might go ahead and start Techno Babylon or Kathy Rain or get back to Siberia, which I was playing a little bit of, which Fearless Crystal Sword joined us for.
Well, you and I were
Yeah.
also playing Kyrandia.
I also want to get back to Kyrandia and Octopath Traveler.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no, there's 500 games to play. We got 500 problems, and they're all games. All right, well, we'll see you next time, y'all. Thanks again for being here. Bye.